How's it going, guys? Today we have the awesome Hugo from the IBO Series 2 here. And it's no secret that I do like this guy. I love the overall design, I love the colors, and honestly, it's a really, really strong mobile suit in the world of IBO. And I could not wait to get this thing. And here it is. And I like this box art. Of course, I love all the IBO box art. So let's take a slightly closer look. Here you get a great shot of Sandoval's Hugo right here in the great blue and orange color scheme. I love that. And you get one of his, I don't know if it's his sons or they didn't really explain it, but one of the other twin Hugos. Kit coming later. Then, of course, you get the cutout down here of Hugo, or Sandoval, sorry, himself. And Bandai logo down here. HG Iron Blooded Orphans. And that's just very simple. Hugo. So I've said that's something. Awesome. Of course, you get the Iron Blooded Orphans banner logo there. And yeah, awesome. So, rotate box. And you get a nice rear and front shot there. The scimitar is mountable on the back of the body. Awesome. Thank you for that. It's always funny seeing the English stuff on there. And then enjoy creating impressive poses. But yeah, anyways. And then you get the cool claw thingy there. That's actually kind of cool. But that wire, I think, is longer than what they actually do give you. And then you come over here and you get the really cool, like, Talon feet mode. And I love this, guys. It's so cool. And then you get here. It has a gun, I guess. Machine gun. The characteristic shape of the head and inner sensor accurately reproduced. Thank you. That's so dumb. Sometimes the translations are really dumb, guys. And then you got number 22 in the line. Where's BandaiHobby.net? Gundam.info. Bandai. Come to this side and you get to customize your stuff with stuff. So, of course, you get the weapon set that we've already looked at when we did the Barbatos. You get the cool Buster Sword that actually he doesn't use, but his sons, minions, whatever you want to call them, do. Of course, you get the Region Lays here, Twin Maces, which he does not use. It's just really cool. This package contains one set of HG100. That's so stupid. And you can, of course, use some of these other side parts to hold the guns all funny. Like, that's pretty cool, actually. Option set 5? 5. Got it. Okay. Stuff and things. Safety warnings, of course. Don't stick Hugo in your face. It'll hurt you. I don't know what the 18 thing is. Or maybe it's 18 months old. I don't know what it is. Packaging specifications. The product may change without notice. Anyways, come over here. Of course, you get all the other dumb things here. About 1,200 yen. These things are still nice and cheap. I do like that. Choking hazard. Then your kids 0 to 3 won't like this thing. You got illustration by Magaki Ryuta, special effects by Koma, and background images by, of course, Saito Yoshinobu. That's awesome. And it's awesome, but upside down. Hugo upside down is still pretty cool, guys. The ring on the back makes it easy. I'm so dumb. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and build this guy. Now we have this awesome kit out of the, well, I was going to say out of the box, but built, rather. Oops, I'm just going to knock things over, guys. And this thing is so sweet. I had a feeling that this would be one of my favorite kits from the new IBO line, and I think I'm right. So, look at this thing. This is just awesome. I love the giant scimitar circular swords on the back. I love the crazy chicken feet that can claw at things, and it's just so cool. And I love this orange and blue color scheme. I'm going to raise the camera up just a little bit, guys. There we go. And this thing is just a lot of fun and a very different build. It has some similarities to most of the other kits with the way the core kind of goes together, but after that it is its own kit construction wise, and it was a lot of fun putting it together. And yeah, it has one or two faults, but we'll look at those. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this guy here. Look at this awesome face. The hard part's getting the light. Get the light in there. Okay, so you can see the awesome like green metallic visor in there. That is a sticker, so it is what it is, guys. You can't get around that. You could paint that, but it would probably be less worth than just going ahead and using a sticker. And everybody loves this very unique, almost alien looking head or helmet, whatever you want to call this, because I mean the head is just in there, and it actually kind of reminds me of like an old school Decepticon head. And then of course you get this great big helmet piece to go around it. Sorry, I'm knocking the gun around. You do get these nice little chest armors, like kind of like the Grazes have in a way, where just a separate little armor pieces there. You do get a very similar core to the Graze in reality there. I do like that. You get the pistons on the side there, though a lot of things are so unique to just this kit, especially these legs, and we'll talk about that when we get to articulation and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and remove the weapons for the time being, because those are pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and talk about special features, details, things like that. Of course, I said the visor is one sticker like that. This is the biggest problem with this, guys. These are all those big, stupid wraparound foil stickers. But without this, I could not have made it look right. I couldn't have matched that blue properly. It just would not have looked clean. So I had to use those stickers. But I did make sure I'd put the best two forward, because the ones on the back, I ain't gonna lie, they're not as good. Or at least I didn't put them on as good. You do get the rear camera sticker on the back of the head, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this sword off so we can see more of the back. While we're back here, I'll go ahead and point out some details. So we get the nice little boosters here. Got a tiny bit of gold right there in the center and some silver around the outside. And then these spots right here where the boosters actually are, I painted those. You know, my favorite is dark gray ever. I'm actually going to go ahead and pop off the backpack, because as with almost every IBO kit, you do get these universal rear backpack plugs, but I wanted to show off the spine of this guy because I did add some color details in there just to make it look awesome. You know how I do. Now the funny part is, you don't use these holes. They're just kind of there. In fact, you use pegs on the side. It's a little different, but I like that it holds the weapons very similar to the Gundams, or at least Barbatos. And then come back here. I got a little bit of paint detail right there on that little nubby thing on the end of the arm. Under the thrusters under the shoulder, which I don't think you really notice in the show, but you do get some nice under shoulder thrusters. And then of course on the front of the arm, this little hose or wire, whatever it is, gave that some nice silver paint as well. You can see here on the chest, just this little spot, which is probably close. No, the cockpit I thought was on top of the head. I can't recall, to be honest. But gave that a little bit of silver, and the pistons got some silver and some dark gray, even though it came out almost black. One thing that sucks, that you kind of have to do yourself, and you can see it's just not great. This part is supposed to be orange with the black spot right in the middle. I didn't get a chance to go back in and dab that with a little more paint, but you did have to paint that. They could have at least given us a sticker, or even just one little, this whole piece would rather have been orange and like insert with a sticker, probably would have been better off. Speaking of stickers, these right here, these little orange stripes are also stickers. And then I did the little dabs of silver here, here, and then here, and then there's a couple on the back side. Oop, can't see. And then coming down to the legs, a lot more detail down here. You get these great big pistons on the back of the leg, as you can see. Just added some silver and some gold. But doing that, it almost changes the effect of the middle part. That's not painted, but it looks like it's a different color. And then I'm guessing these were supposed to be thrusters. It's really, really hard to tell by the diagram, but I went ahead and painted those silver as well, just to make them pop. And then coming down to the bottom of the feet, just right here, where the chicken foot kind of opened up, just added a little dab of silver there to make that pop. And one thing I did do on this, all of the orange pieces, instead of using a gray or black, I used a brown panel liner, just because it looks a little bit better on the orange, and then everything else got gray panel liner, so yay for that. Let's go ahead and talk articulation. The head, you're not going to get tons of articulation out of it because that giant helmet thingy is really going to get in the way. He ain't going nowhere. He can look up about that far. He can look down about that far. Even though he is a standard ball peg, I don't know how much turkey neck he can get. Got, okay, a little bit of turkey neck. Everything just sort of gets kind of lost in there. He does have these standard shoulders sort of in there, so you can come up. There's no forward shrug, surprisingly, but we can come up with the shoulders about that far. They don't, they sort of get in their own way, don't they? There's no way around that. Of course, the armor articulates in itself. We can do a full rotation all the way around if we are careful. You do get bicep rotation, because what would you do if you didn't? You do get a nice single jointed elbow, but it actually bends pretty nicely. A little tiny bit over 90 degrees, but we'll forgive it for this time. We're not going to get a whole lot of high teacher because it just can't. So he's like, hi. Not to be confused with any other symbol that is kind of like this. He's waving at you. I'm sorry. You do get a heck of a top swivel kind of. It's not even an ab crunch. He just literally has a hinge just right there where the whole top just bends. But of course, if you bend it too far, can't see it, you get a big gap right there, kind of disillusioning the effect of those hydraulics. So that's kind of dumb, not gonna lie. You do get waist rotation. Very carefully go all the way around. Because these thingies, realistically whatever they're supposed to be, the housers for the claws, are they what they are, they get in the way. You do get a crotch flap, sort of, like this. It is a really, really strange skirt. I mean, for the most part, you're just going to lay like that. I have no idea why it would go up like this. Maybe that's where the cockpit... No, I didn't just go there. Okay, moving on. You're not going to get much of a Jean-Claude. Maybe, actually, hold on. Maybe that was the purpose of flipping it up. Nope, okay. It can't really go up much farther than that, sadly. But you do get lots of leg articulation until you run into the armor, just like that. So it's only going to come forward about that far, and it's only going to go back about that far due to the fact the butt skirt doesn't go anywhere. These things do rotate slightly for whatever reason. They just move. Now these knees are the important part, guys. I'm going to go ahead and remove this so you can see what's going on here. You actually get some really cool digigraded legs. And for those who don't really know, digigraded means the knee goes the other way, kind of like a goat or some ducks or something like that, whatever. There's many animals that their legs go the backwards way. So it's actually a double jointed knee, but it's up here and reverse hinged. So you could actually straighten it up like so, and it becomes really, really tall. And then you can move it like it only has one knee, like so. But it's supposed to be like that. That is so friggin' cool. And that's what also can give you these cool looking, almost bird-like feet and, talons, as I would call them. And you do get some nice articulation in the ankles. You do get very Gundam-like side to side, pretty much full-on rotation / flip-flop. You do get the ability for toe pointing and or squeezing because talons. And as you saw before, you can totally open up the rear talons and grab things. That is so cool. That is really, really cool. Now he's not gonna, I don't think he's gonna stand like this openly, but he does actually stand pretty good. You gotta balance him just a little bit, but you can totally stand him on these little tippy toes. Hold on, I gotta rotate the feet slightly. Come on, buddy. Cooperate. He was standing fine on his own earlier. I put him on the stand and he gets delusions of grandeur. So, he actually does stand very nice. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It is pretty. So, we'll leave the stand over there. Oop, I'm knocking things out of the way, guys. You do get these cool claw housing. I don't actually know technically. Other than like leg armor and the thing that holds the claw, I don't know what purpose they serve. Come on, get in there. Now, what we can do, just for fun, is bring in our hero, Barbatos Lupus. And you can see that there is quite a size difference here. Realistically, if you try, Hugo is probably going to be taller than Lupus. And if you know, Lupus is taller than even the normal Barbatos. So if we actually take away some of the hunch and straighten out the legs, he is definitely taller and potentially bulkier. What is going on with these feet? Just not wanting to cooperate. Oh, I forgot the ankle was stuck. I missed the whole thing of articulation. This ankle right here, it was just stuck. Okay, no wonder it wouldn't move. Okay. So I was having a problem posing the guy. His ankle wasn't cooperating. So actually, if we go into full extension, just straight up and down, let's see how tall we can get him versus Lupus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think even Mikazuki would have a problem. Which, if you remember in the show, Mikazuki did have quite a handful fighting this guy. And then, of course, the Region Lays got in the way, making it even more difficult. So, I want to do something right quick, guys, if you'll hold on. And boom. Oh, that's a great shot. Just being pinned down and held onto by that foot. Oh, this guy is so cool, guys. But while I've got him in that position, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at weapons. And here we got his really cool machine gun. I didn't really do any detail work to it. I just panel lined it. I thought it looked pretty good on its own. I might add like maybe a little bit of gray, like maybe here on the barrel and here in a couple spots, but don't really want to make it too bright. It is a bad guy weapon. Now it does look like it should clip into something right here, but in the instructions there's nothing about weapon storage. But this has got to be here for a reason. Then again, you know what? That might be for the backpack mounted arm kind of holding the gun thing. So we could look at that later in another set. But I love these scimitar swords. That is really cool. But as you guys know, he does get another weapon. Yay for Buster Sword. Now, of course, we went over this when I did the Lupus review. So let's go ahead and put this in his hands now. And of course, they do just slide in and out. Now, there is one fault with these weapons, realistically. And it's that there's no square peg to fit in the hands tightly. It's sort of totally round. And they will kind of flip-flop and spin on you, depending on what direction you may have it in. That's actually a really cool scene right there. I do like this. Call me sadistic. I like it because, in a way, Mikazuki is just getting his butt kicked. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut to another thing. And boom. Got that claw weapon out there and hooked on. Just awesome. I'll go ahead and lower the light so I can see a little bit better here. Yeah, so you can totally detach the claw weapon from the little side skirt thingy. And honestly, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But then you have a kind of dual hinge in the claw. And you just clamp it on there. Now the wire does suck. Not gonna lie, it's just a short little piece of wire. You do get one for each side. But you can see here, if I can get it, let's see if this one will come out easier than the other one. Probably not. You can see I'm struggling just to kind of get this off. And it's just a peg. And to give you a little tiny indentation, like right there to try to struggle with it. So this is it. Little claw weapon. Now this one's actually coming apart on me. And you do have kind of a little groove to slide on in here. Although you're not going to slide, you're just going to take the claw out entirely. I guess it can slide, it's just being a butt. Nope, that's actually really, really tight. Okay. So if you just scooch it down, you open up the claw there. And you do have a little hole right back here. You plug said wire right in there, like that. And then there's a corresponding hole back here that you can plug this into. Now, like I said, it's not that good. And of course, you know, these wires are not super strong. So you can get a very dangly effect like so. Now we can go total like a Dr. Octopus on him and grapple at him from all directions like so. That is a cool scene, guys. I'm gonna actually take a picture. Did you see? Nope, didn't think so. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. Yeah, I really dig the Hugo. And hold on, I want to kind of point this gun at Barbatos like so, and then tilt the body a little bit better. There we go. And see, this is what I was talking about with the weapons. You can just spin it, and that kind of sucks. But it's not too bad. It could just be better. There we go. Go ahead and open up the claw foot. So now he's coming at Barbatos with everything he's got. I like this. I really do. So, and I will be getting the twin set of the Hugos later on. It is P Bandai. It is expensive, but I'm going to get it because I love the Hugo and I need to complete the set. But that's going to be it for this review, guys. I really hope you enjoy this guy. Go out and get it. It is very unique in the way of IBO Gundams, or mobile suits, I should say. And yeah, this is what we need. We need more things that aren't just grazes. We got more graze frames than anything else in the first season, and that's not a complaint. It's just, it's nice to get something new. And then when I get the sheet in pretty soon, that's also a very new-ish body, along with, yay, the Rue that I've been wanting forever. That's a couple months away, but I will be getting that as well. There's a lot of great kits coming out in IBO very soon, and I'm going to get as many of them as I can because I love them. I know you guys love them and want to see me do all this. This is a great scene I put together here. That's so much fun, guys. All right, so I will catch you guys later. Check out all the other IBO reviews, all the old ones. Go watch the Barbatos Lupus review if you have not. If you're new here, like and subscribe, and welcome. But this is it, and I love this thing. And yeah, remember to always keep on building, guys.